That's 39th and Quince. We on 39th right now on the street, the little park. It's the infamous little park in the little neighborhood right here. This is one of our foundations, this and Highland Park by Fofo. So this the little park, all the homies come here back in the day, been coming here, you know, since we were kids, you know, between here and Highland Park. And a lot of history at this park. The police used to smash on us here, block the whole block off, have a gaffle right here. I got a lot of pics too from the 80s that was taken at this park. And some of the homies got pictures too in the 90s when I was gone and all that. But that's the little park that you always hear us talk about. That's this is like sacred ground right here.
Do you got those pictures on your IG for people who want to go look at them?
Yeah, for sure. That one picture when I was in front of the 6'5", when I was in front of the 6'5", it was me, my brother Big CS, Boo, and my other homie LB.
Mm-hmm.
That picture was right in front of that park in '88. Yep. So now the homie Big Boo, Buciano's dad, he used to stay in this house. My homie Mike Loke stayed in this house, the grandmother, and Mike Loke and Bay Loke and Lil Bay Loke are first cousins. So Bay Loke and Lil Bay Loke used to be over here all the time too.
Right. And these types of houses didn't exist.
Nah,
they added on over the years.
Yeah, they just built that. They just built that.
These houses was probably just that front part back in the day.
Yeah, none of these houses were there at all. The homies lived all over the place. You remember the homie D-Stone, right, from the coast?
Yeah.
That sing on all my shit?
Yeah.
He stayed in this house right here on the corner. Right there.
This one right here?
Yeah, on the corner, yep. Then we're gonna bank this left right here. Me and the homie Fat Steve, we used to go all through here just, you know, playing like I'd be in the Elko, he'd be in his Lack, and we just speed up and down the alleys like chasing each other on some bullshit in the little neighborhood. We used to go crazy down here though. That's one of the alleys homies lived at. So this is 38th right here. Luciano, this is where we did an interview with Mooch. So
this is if y'all seen it,
yeah.
When I had the conversation with the homie Mooch Mass, it was right here on this street. Remember, he kept referring to the park being around the corner.
Right.
So y'all see exactly how close it is.
Now this street has a lot of history too. The homie Fat Daddy used to live, which little house was it? Right here in this house. Fat Daddy used to live, where was that one? Yeah, it was that one right there. Fat Daddy lived there, one of the homies. But then, was it this house? It was one of these houses. I think it was this one. We got raided here. Boo, Big Boo, mom lived right there. The other homie lived there. So that was Big Boo's mom's house, where Lil Boo, Buciano, was raised at in that house. And then this house right here, homie, we got raided, right? We had the sack up in there. It was me, Fat Daddy.
This house right here?
Yeah, we got raided, that motherfucker, man. Them motherfuckers kicked in the door, smashed on us, and then the homie Fat Daddy was flushing work down the toilet. They pistol whipped him with the gun. His head was bleeding. They pulled the thing out. These was like undercover. It wasn't regular SDPD.
Right.
Well, it was like ATF or something. They raided us, right? And they found all kind of work. The nigga trying to flush like 9 ounces down the toilet or whatever, right? So they raided us. And then this how we knew we was under investigation, because they found all that work. I don't know if they found a strap. They might have found a strap too. They put us in there and they said, when we say y'all can come out, y'all can come out. The motherfuckers laughed. None of us went to the county or nothing. But believe me, that case was on our indictment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, man, what the hell? But yeah, that raid was crazy. They had a shotgun on my chest. They had a gun on what's-call's head. Hey, what up, boy? What's up with you? What's up with you, homie? What's up with you, D?
That's where we did the conversation.
That's what's up with you, man.
To see the
what's up with you?
Yeah, man.
I'm good. What's up with you?
All right.
What's up with you? That's the homie right here. Yeah, what's up with you, boy? I'm gonna tell my brother I saw you. Gonna be like, what?
Yeah, you know, y'all my loved ones.
For sure, man. For sure, man.
You know, that's why I always hit you on the book.
Yeah, all day, homie. Okay, we're gonna keep it pushing. Good seeing you,
Right,
man.
hey, I'm gonna hit you up on something to hustle and grind. Too.
Okay, for sure. All right.
100,
100, Bobo. All right, loved one. Yeah, they all stayed in that house. A gang of homies stayed in that house right there. A gang of homies. He stayed in that house. Man, so many homies stayed in that house right there. So, where we at now? We on Trey 8. So now we from the bank right. Now I'm gonna take you by the castle, right? Or better yet, I'm a U-turn because I want the castle to be on. Or Boo should live in this house too. Big Boo should live in that corner house.
Yeah, how many houses he have over here,
He
man?
stayed there. That's what I'm saying. Some homies, like the homie right there,
Yeah.
and then some of the homies that live in that house, we got one homie called Boss Ross, and I don't think they never left their little neighborhood their whole life besides going to school. They stayed down here. They just stayed here.
It's crazy.
You know? Like when we used to roll to the beach, 10, 15 cars deep, they wouldn't go. They just stayed in the neighborhood.
This Elko right here.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna take you by the castle, which was like $1 million dope spot. And then we used to post up too on this street in Slang. One time, my homie's van, he was in his mom's van, right? And right where this car was at right here, this truck.
Yeah.
We was in the van, and I think it was some there go the other homie too. You know, we was in this van parked right there. And I think, if I had to guess, I would think it was some Skyline dudes, right? Because they came up and they said, man, what y'all got? Y'all got some work? And then I said, yeah, in the van. So they come to the van and they ain't even try to rob me. They start dumping on me. I don't know how they get shot on me. I swear I don't know how. It's been multiple times, but I don't know how they get shot when I was shot at. Like it was a blessing from God or something, because it was a gang. I mean, it was close range. And the homie had to go tell his moms how he had bullet holes in the car and all that. And the van. Yeah, that seatbelt thing gonna keep going on. Oh, you don't want it in the video. So this right here, this 39th. Now we coming up to the castle. The castle don't look the same like it used to. There used to be so many bushes in front, you couldn't even see the back of the house, right? One of the older castle neighborhood lived in it, but the homies made it a dope spot, and that motherfucker was $1 million spot, homie. It's this house right here.
It's right here?
Yep, that's the castle right there, homie. The infamous castle. All that you couldn't see, nothing. Everything was bushes. That was $1 million spot. No cap, no exaggeration, nothing. But that was the homies, Big Boo, Hen Dog, and EC. That was their spot. So how we kind of had it, without it kind of being said, everybody had their own section, right? So during that time, Hen, Boo, and EC and them, they had the castle. So they had a little neighborhood. My brother, Big CS, he had down there by Rex, Clean the Park. Me and the homie June had Fofo. Mark Favre had the Alley Lokes. So we had the whole East Dago sold up as a whole. And if you was over here, you had to buy work from us. Even if you was a blood, they know it, you had to get work. If you got work from us, okay, we let you stay. But if you wouldn't get work from us, you had to bounce. But there was so many apartments you still couldn't monitor. So that's how the LA guys kind of creeped in too. But that's the infamous castle right there. Now I'm gonna take you by the dungeon. The dungeon, it don't even look the same either. The dungeon is where all the smokers used to be at, right? It's crazy because back then, you was selling to your people, but it was such a dog eat, you know, the world was like the weak is gonna be smokers and strong is gonna be the dealers. So you almost didn't have no sympathy for the people that you might even grew up with or older homies, and you would just sell them dope. And now when you look back on it, that shit was like fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back then it was like, oh man, you weak, you succumb to this, you weak. So you just served them anyway. Which is kind of foul. The other homies used to live right there in that house.
Another Elko, you know? So we're going to the dungeon.
Dungeon don't even look the same. I think some Asians bought it and made it like a Buddhist church or a temple or something. But it should be like niggas wanted their money so bad, right? On the first, we used to post up in the dungeon. Like some of the people that had the sack, they just have a smoke. This the dungeon right
I
here.
can already tell right here. They
So it had a
into
basement.
something religious.
It had a basement, right? So most houses in California don't have basements. So it had a basement that went down under the house, and we called it the dungeon, because that's where they all went and smoked at. But that's the dungeon, and we would just go post up on the first or the second. Like, I'm just gonna go there. Everybody get their check, and they just come down there. See, you can see the stairs right there, but it goes down. That was the dungeon. Now, see, this is 40th Street. So that's another reason why the homies is on the 40s, you know, because we had a lot of homies that lived on the 40th Street, on this 40th Street. Boots lived on this 40th Street, EC, John, my homie Hen, them, and Mark Favre, they lived in one of these houses on 40th Street. We had the Alexander family lived on the 40th Street. So we had a lot of homies living on the street right here. And crossing over, they live on this street too. So now I'm gonna take you by our corner store.
See like that, you see how they building this house up? That's what they been doing. I know this corner store right here.
Yeah, the homeless family live in this corner house. So that's what I mean by little neighborhood, right? It's only one way in and one way out. Right. This is the only street that takes you out right here is this street. And once you go in there,
Central Avenue.
Yeah, once you go in, it's the only way out is this street right here. So the little neighborhood starts really when you cross Central, but this is our corner store too. And we had homies that live right here, homies that live right by the store. Now this is the corner store Family's Market. All the homies used to come here, shoot down here. That's when niggas had beepers. So we hit the payphone, call people, whatever. But you can hear me coming down the street.
The payphone was still here in 2005, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because me and the homie Lil Ewok from Eastside Vagos, we used to hang at this second house right here. Was one of his big homies from Eastside.
Yep.
I forgot his name, but his son name was Boy. I don't know what they call him. We used to hang right there. If y'all was around, y'all know this second house right here. Not that first one, that second one right there. That's where we used to hang. And we used to always come to this store. This was in 2005, so.
Yeah. And then what's crazy about this corner store, right? Back in the day, the police could just pull you over for no reason. They didn't have to have a reason. Anybody who's in the car that was fixed up, they can pull you over. It wasn't no suspicious of this, nothing, right? So what the thing to do was to get a low key car. So I had a low key car, and you try to make your low key car look new. So I had a low key car that the homies would mob in. That was a minivan. So one day I was in my minivan right here, and the payphone was there. So I got out and made a call. I left it running because this is my neighborhood. Man, the Mexican jumped in that motherfucker, man, and stole my shit, man. Then what's crazy that he drove down there. He wasn't from here. He drove cross Central in a little neighborhood. I saw he don't even know this area. He can't. It's only one way he can come out. So I waited for him to come back because there's only one way. Threw a rock at him, man. What you doing, man? Man, he stole my shit, man. About 2 months later, because, you know, of course, back then we put all the cars in our mom's name. They called moms and said, oh, we found your car in L.A. Your van's in L.A. When I got it, man, it was dope fiends. They was living in it, baking soda, needles, you know, all kind of drug paraphernalia, baby diapers.
Fast?
How what?
Yeah, he got down here fast. He was just on 38th.
I don't know. I know he ain't drive. He can't drive.
Yeah, he didn't drive. How you get down here?
I don't know. That's the homie too. They been staying in that house. They moms that own the house, she passed away, so they just been staying in. So now I'm gonna take you to 41st and Landis, right? This is one of our houses. This was Dick C.S.'s house. When I moved out of mom's house, I moved with him and his baby mom, right? Because mom's moved to Emerald Hills. So I can't move up there.
Right.
So she moved to Emerald Hills, and then I moved with him on 41st. And just where we had it, like, this was like a car show up here. It was a straight car show. It was one of the main spots. Everybody came, and this house was a corner house, and it was a blue house. So it was nothing but low riders on the grass and the driveway, park crazy. Anytime we was gonna go to the mob to the beach or something, we meet at my brother's house on 41st.
You know, back in the days, that had to be a dead giveaway when you driving through somebody's hood and you looking for gang members, and then you see a bunch of low riders in the front yard. And it's a blue house.
And it's on the corner too.
For sure. That house is getting attacked.
Man, I'm telling you. Not only that, the one times knew it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sometimes they were like, man, come on. Like I said back then, they didn't have to have a reason. If you was in a nice car, they pulled you over. But no, you just didn't stop at a light. It was automatic. And that was just normal. So this roundabout wasn't here.
Yeah, they just put the roundabout here like a few years ago.
Right, the house is the one on the corner, right? Where is that? It's this one now. Whatever this burgundy house is, that's it right there. That's where we was all posted. So it was grass before though. They concreted it up. So it'd be nothing but lowriders there, all right here, parked in the red, all on the corner, everywhere, right? So this picture right here, this picture is that garage. That's my Elko. So that picture is right there in that garage, right there. Yep. So we used to be deep right here, 41st and Landis, all on the corner. And then In the house, they had a small ass house. They must have built like a bigger house because the backyard was big. And the homie Kiki used to live in the back, so we used to be deep here, like, man, super deep right here on the corner, posted up.
And then it's
like
another
car
liquor
show.
store right there.
Another liquor store right there. We should walk to the liquor store. It's like a car show right here. Good thing though, we never got raided there though. That one didn't get raided, but the council got raided. The spot I showed you down on 38th got raided. Police right here too. So all these, so this is what I'm telling you, right? Look at all these apartments. These Dago ain't nothing but apartments.
Right.
And back then, in small houses, but mostly apartments. And back then, how you had dope spots is was you find a smoker who had an apartment, and then you gave them something, and they let you sell dope out of their apartment.
Right.
So you could be up in an apartment, and then 4 blocks away, somebody else is in an apartment slanging. So you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's impossible for you to know. So this is 42nd. I'm trying to go to Van Dyke, because Van Dyke was one of the spots too that a lot of homies was at on Van Dyke. Had a lot of spots, but they built that school. Like a lot of shit is so new. You know what I mean? And all these streets, you can walk up and down these streets. There's Van Dyke right here. So yeah, so they built the school right there. So homies lived in these houses. I think one of the homies got shot in these apartments right here too.
Y'all see how it's apartments, it's houses, and then it's apartments. Houses, apartments. This is how that's how this whole side of town is.
The whole side, old ass houses, nothing but apartments. So the homies, yeah, see, so if Van Dyke went a little further, they cut
Right,
off and they
that
built
school,
that school.
yeah. They built that school like 2005.
Yep.
They was still building it around 05, 06. I think I got out of juvenile hall and it was finished.
Oh,
They had
okay.
started building it. I went and did a couple months, got out, and it was finished.
But all this was dope spots. All Van Dyke, the homie Black Ed used to live in these apartments right here. All these were spots. All these was dope spots. He used to live in these apartments right here. There was dope spots in these apartments for sure. I remember that, and I remember going to house parties in these apartments. All these spots, and then when that street was there, it kind of went down. There was some spots down there too. Now I'm gonna take you, we getting more down in the 40s, so now the next street over, that's 43rd, so now we almost at 44. And this should bring back hella memories because we used to have every one of these apartments we probably have been in, either cut through them, had a house party there, one of the homies lived there, somebody had a spot there, something was there.
And if y'all haven't noticed, all these streets and apartments lead to an alley. Every single one of them. It's an alley behind it. So that makes things a little bit more tricky. Because you don't know who's in the apartments on the next street. You don't know who's in the apartments in the alley. You might go to the alley to take a piss or walk to your car or something, and there's some niggas.
Alley. We done been up and down these alleys, up and down these motherfuckers for sure. Ain't no doubt about it.
I can't tell if they building this house or if it's falling apart.
Yeah,
it look condemned.
Look condemned. It's 43rd right here. So now we coming up on Fairmont. We don't cross over Fairmont. This is Murphy's Market.
Murphy's used to be smaller. There's a little
smaller.
green
They
store
rebuilt
right
it.
here. Yeah, they knocked it down.
Yep.
Yep.
And then on this
They
street
did that
too,
when I got out of.
on this
I think I got out the
is
pen the
where,
first time.
K&B Printing is Baby Ant's ex-wife on the building down there, the one that does all the hustle and grind, does Ryan Anthony stuff. Yeah, she right on this same street.
Is that right?
Yep. If we was gonna hook up last week, I had to make a pickup there for some of my stuff. I was gonna bring you there too. You know what I mean? Because you pull up in the alley and you can see how sketchy it is. You're like, it looks hella sketchy back there, but that's East Dago for you though when you pull in those alleys.
Right.
So this Fairmont. So now I'm gonna take you to this fofo. This is where Baby Ant lived at when he was a kid.
Yeah, man. I've been all through here, man.
Yeah. Yep. So this right here, It's 44th. Baby Aunt, when they first moved over here, they lived in these apartments right here. That's where the homie Baby Aunt stayed at, in these apartments. ESD and Fofo on there. Yeah. So he lived there. And I think when the homegirls live on this side, they got another ESD right here.
Yeah, I think the homie used to live right here. I think, well, not the homie, but Clever.
Yeah.
Clever baby mama used to live right here. I think her little brother name. What was her little brother name?
Baby Aunt moved, they just moved 2 apartments down. I think they moved to those back apartments in back of these houses. So he was on Fofo his whole life. I think they moved to those
You see the
back
apartments behind the houses, and then there's an alley back there.
Then there's, I think it was these ones right here, the 3647. I think he lived behind for sure, but I know they moved from those apartments and stayed on Fofo 2-3 houses down. So then, what this used to be before the park was here was Highland Park, but Fofo kept going. So Fofo went through. So the way 44th was, you see this 44th and Landis. So you see where I told you my when you stayed with my brother.
Y'all can see that back there, that's the police station. They built the police station right there, which it still don't really stop nothing. People gonna do what they do.
Behind us too.
Right this here on 45th right here.
Yeah, this school is new too right here.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks is new, yep. I remember one time I was scared as a motherfucker. I was driving my brother's Brougham and I was transporting my safe. My safe had a gang of money in it. And I was taking it to my mom's house and I got pulled over right here. And I was like, man, they're gonna search my car and take the safe, man. But they didn't search the car and they didn't take it, so I got lucky.
He for sure following this. But you legit, so they can't do nothing. They're gonna end up on YouTube. That's what's gonna happen.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up in the store and we gonna hop out. Like in the shopping center, we gonna hop out. Then what the baby said we hop out. So now, see, this is 45th, right? Now the original Fofo was right up here.
So the park was right here.
No, the park was on this side of Fofo. The park between 44th and Highland. This is Highland, see?
Yeah.
So the park was between 44th and Highland. That was it. It was a smaller park. So Fofo ran all the way through. So when we left Baby Ann Street, if we had came through, that was Highland Park and Fofo. That was like our second Fofo, right? So this street right here where the yield sign is, this whole block right here was 44th and Whitman. That was our main, that was where all the Fofo started at, 44th and Whitman.
You for sure got a picture standing next to that sign tossing up the Fo.
Yep, for sure. So this was 44th and Whitman right here, went through. Because if you cross over University, that's 44th and University.
Right.
So this was 44th and Whitman. And then that was Highland Park, went straight through right there. So that's where all the homies kicked it at. But now it's called City Heights Rec.
This is a town council, Head Start. You got like a adult school right here. The police station next to it. All this, what he's saying, was houses. It was a community.
Yeah.
And they tore all of that down.
Everything.
Which they probably gonna do again after this little storm.
Yeah.
Because everybody's house got flooded. They finna come through and lowball people for their property, knock it down and build more of this.
Yep. It's crazy how this look over here. None of this was here.
Right.
I mean,
they didn't put this here till like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Early 2000.
2000, 2001 is when you start seeing them put all this here.
Yep.
Right here, I told a story and you told a story.
University.
Fairmont University at the Jack in the Box.
Yep.
is where we caught them dudes wearing all red, and they was going to they said a red and white party or something. And yeah, we did what we did to them because we didn't believe them. But yeah, all of this used to look different. When I was a kid, none of this was here. This is brand new. This building right here, these little... And
it's still here? It's a donut spot.
Right, the donut. Was this a 7-Eleven?
No, that should be a, what's the shoe store?
Payless.
Payless.
Yeah,
Payless.
it did used to be a Payless. I forgot about that.
So now we finna bank it right on University. It's like one of our main streets.
You know, it's cold though, because a lot of these probably still got some low income in there.
Oh, they got to. They have to. Ain't no doubt about it.
It looked different though. Like even in the last 10 years, it looked different. So I can imagine 30, 40 years ago.
But I used to walk all up and down this my whole childhood.
Me too.
My whole childhood. It's crazy. Like,
and I was going to school down in La Mesa, and I lived in the hood. I had to take the 13 to right here and get on the 7.
13, yeah.
So for those of y'all who don't know, Fairmont right here turns into 47th Street once you get to Southeast.
Right.
So that's how close our hoods are.
Exactly. When you cross over Home Avenue, you like,
right.
Our end of our hood is Fairmont Home Avenue, right? Fairmont Home. We cross over, go up the hill, there's a neighborhood. Right there. You guys like 5 minutes away once you cross over.
I didn't walk before.
Yeah. Yep.
From here to there, from there to here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, right here. One time over there.
Yeah, they was in the parking lot deep.
Yeah, that right there, that spot too.
That store had been there.
Arcade. Yeah, it used to be 7-Eleven. Then it used to be an arcade. That was the first time I ever got shot at. I must have been like 14 years old.
What year was that?
That had, I don't know what year. It had to be, I don't know. I was 14 years old.
Early 80s, mid.
Yeah. And some of the homies was sweating this one dude who's, you know, he was a blood, and he was like 15, 16 and already had a strap and everything. He just started busting. Pop, 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 pop. We ducked behind the green box. These apartments used to be a spot too. Like from where Hoover is, when we walked home, you were past at least 10 dope spots back then. Look at these apartments. So up.
Yeah, they ain't fixed them yet.
Nah. That ain't got nothing to do with the storm. That's just how they are.
Right. Yeah, they've been looking the same for years.
Yep. So now we on Whitman, right? So I'm finna go to where I grew up at my whole childhood. So now we on Whitman. I think they tore down the street because my homie Big Marta MIP used to live on, not 45th. What he lived on? Was it Shimon? Yeah, I think, Big Marta lived on 45th in Whitman. So his street where he lived at was where the school is now. His street's where the school is now. So I should walk up and down this right here my whole life. I'm up from here to the park, down here to the park, there to Fofo. When I first bought my lack at 17, my brother took me out to Santee, and when we came back, he said, "Can you drive home?" That was Fofo back there. This is 46 where I lived at. Some Eastside homies live there. That's their lowrider. See where it's, see the license plate?
I see it covered up.
So this right here, it's a street I grew up on right here, 46. 46 in Whitman. I used to walk this my whole life, 46 in Whitman. So right here, these apartments, they used to be black and white, 37, 77, 46th Street. I grew up there from kindergarten. When we moved from Duval, we moved here. And I lived here all the way until 18. So probably from, I don't know, 4 until 18. Top apartment right there. And I think this is like got 8 units. So that was our kitchen, our bathroom. That was mom's window. And then me and my brothers have our lax park right here. Wash them outside and shit. If I can come back and buy that motherfucker, I would. But it wouldn't make sense because I know the rent's probably so low. And they probably want $2-3 million for that building just because you're in Dago. And you probably wouldn't even really make a lot of money on that, but that would be cool if I can come back and buy that motherfucker.
You should look into it. You never know.
I know.
Y'all see how these houses is like crammed together.
Yeah.
And this street, it gotta suck living right here if you ain't got no driveway or coming to see somebody right here.
And like I said, we always grew up in Mexican school. So this whole street was just blacks and Mexicans. That's all it was. That's all it was. And I remember, I ain't gonna even drive through my alley because this alley is an alley to my apartment building. This alley right here on the left, but I know there's probably still dirt because it's always been a dirt alley and muddy and dirty as a motherfucker. Yeah. That alley right there, yup. We used to play in that motherfucker. Look at that motherfucker. See, in apartments, you can't have dogs. So I remember I found a dog somewhere and kept it in the back of the apartments. Then it ran away. And my dog was Bullet. And I was a kid. But that was the alley right there.
For my LA people, this is Menlo. We got a lot of the same street names.
Yep. And that window I showed
Real fast, whoever that is got, no, I ain't even gonna say, way down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way in, but I gotta show you
This 47th and Landis.
Yeah. Whoa, this guy. There was house parties on all these streets, homie. One of the homegirls, I was gone, but one of the homegirls got killed over there on an accidental shooting. On a house party over there.
Can you explain a little bit of that as much as you can?
I went out.
What year was it?
Had to be, since I was gone, had to be early 90s. Had to be early 90s. So I can explain this right here though. This store.
This one right here on the corner, or the other one?
No, right here. This is where the homie T-Nut got into the confrontation with the dudes. That's where dude got killed at that store. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's where he got killed at that store. I think it was either Christmas Eve of '88 or Christmas Day of '88. That's what it was. They started scrapping. That bust out. I think he just had a deuce on him or something, right? It was close range and they were scrapping him. And that was only 14 or 15 years old. That's why they didn't charge him like an adult.
He went to YA for that.
He went to YA. I think he did a 7 YA for that. You can see right here. It was the liquor store's named a different name, though. It wasn't this name. Yeah. It was right in this small ass parking lot, though. Because these Dago was so active back then, man, you couldn't go nowhere without seeing them.
Right.
Nowhere. You gonna run into somebody at any store, any street. It was wild. Cause like we were saying, there's so many apartments that,
and it's cheap. This where everybody gonna move.
Exactly. And since there's so many apartments, a lot of dope.
Yeah.
And that's why one of the reasons why I think we have so much money, because we have so many dope spots over here. You know what I mean? Versus like living and not knocking nobody's area, but like Emerald Hills or whoever. It's like a black suburb.
A lot of houses.
You can't really slang out of your parents' house. But we can find a smoker and slang out of his apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Once again, I told y'all we got a lot of streets like LA. You see what that is? Lantana. As in Lantana block.
So this right here, this is the 7-Eleven. That Point Laundry was there. My mom used to send me down here to go buy cigarettes at this 7-Eleven right here with a note.
This look exactly the same. They ain't did too much. They might have painted it. I don't even think they did that.
Yeah.
At least in my childhood. I don't know about yours, but it looked the same. They ain't did nothing to it. Now we coming up on the infamous big city. Got a mural right here.
Then there used to be a spot, right? What was it called? Synthetic Trips. They sold drug paraphernalia. It was like one of these stores right here on University. That's where we bought all our triple beams, all the baggies, everything. Everybody knew about Synthetic Trips. And this is a big city, like you said.
Big city liquor right here.
Look at a tower. And it's crazy.
It's like a East Dago monument.
Yeah. It's crazy because on one time we was driving back home, my brother was dropping off his baby's mom who lived up the street. We was come home, my mom's car. We
He
got
clean
in a car
with that
accident
Padre
right here.
jacket and hat on that bike. Oh, gee, I see you.
Yeah. And we got in a car accident right here when I was probably like 16. My brother was a little old. Nah, I probably was younger than that. But we got in a car accident right here, totaled the car. Somebody ran the red. We coming this way. Somebody ran the red and smashed us.
Do you know about the shootout right here between the homies?
I was gone. I heard about
and
it.
the Brims?
I heard about it. I was gone. I heard about it.
I'm Quite sure there's a lot of shootouts right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the homie Black Fog filmed a couple videos here too. The synthetic trips used to be right here on this street. We got all our shit there. Baggies, scales, razors, anything you can think of. Now this is the elementary school a lot of us went to. This is Euclid Elementary coming up. Like all these apartments right here. See all these, how these numbered apartments?
Yeah.
Those spots. Those spots. All of them. Now I'm gonna show you these apartments on the right. These apartments are real important for a couple reasons. This is my elementary I went to right here though.
Euclid Elementary.
This is Euclid Elementary right here. That's Euclid. Now these apartments right here, right? They had, these apartments was the exact same apartments on 44th, the original 44th. These were the same ones. These were the same apartments right here on 44th. That was practice. But those apartments, that's how the original apartments were kicked at, look exactly like that. And that's where my homie, my brother's baby's mom lived in those apartments too. So this is the auditorium right here. I had a picture with me, Big Moto.
I seen it.
Yeah, that was here.
Y'all was like on the playground.
Yep. Afroed out.
Right. Looking bad.
Bad
y'all
as
looked
hell.
like y'all was up to
Up
something.
to no good at that age. And we was taught
What's
back
up with
then,
this?
nobody
this
was
store,
smiling.
What's up with this store, man? This
never
store,
stayed open.
it never stayed up. Even in my lifetime, it always,
Yep.
I don't know, like, but it been looking the same since.
Same.
Got some graffiti on the side of that. Let's see what it say.
Where
It say ESD Vagos on the side right there. On the
Oh,
side of
yep,
the store.
sure do. Can you see it?
I can see it. I don't know if they can see it.
Yeah, I'll ride back by there. So now we're getting down to a lot of spots in this area too. You know what's crazy? This is crazy shit right here. They had the, stop what? They had this one gang detail officer, right? I don't even want to say his name, but he was like dedicated to us,
Yeah.
right? And the homies found out where he lived. He lived right over here.
So he was actually from the community. He wasn't one of them officers that just got assigned to over
He
here.
lived, what's this street, Australia? I think he lived on Australia or the next street. And the homies found out where he lived. So one time he smashed on us by Highland Park or 44, and the homie told him, yo, we know where you live, motherfucker. Oh man, they was extra on this at that point. Oh man, he took that as a threat.
Yeah.
He was extra on, it might have been one of these apartments. I remember one time, there was some LA dudes in these apartments over there, and some stuff went down. See, all this is new right
Yeah,
here.
this school been here 20 years at the max.
And Nona was a street that was known for dope. Altadena, that's why I'm going down this way, because Altadena is one of the main streets back then that was known for dope. Homies used to come down here and shoot
Still
dice.
burning.
Yeah. This one right here. We used to be on this street too. We was all over. You know what I mean? That's 50. It must have been the next one. Or did I pass up?
No, it is the next one.
Yeah, it's this street right here. Yep, Altadena. I said in one of my songs too. So I mentioned Altadena. You see all these apartments?
Yeah.
None but spots. All these. We should shoot dice right up there too.
All right, now speaking of Altadena, let's get this graffiti right here, cause they got a few little new
That's
cliques that
ESD.
done sprung up from East Side, and Altadena being one of them. And as you can see,
I
somebody,
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pull up a little bit. As you can see, somebody drew an A, the hands, the E fingers that say East Side, Altadena Avenue. So Altadena is one of them, 58th Street being another one, 42nd being another one. Them is like the three new East Side cliques. You see
Okay.
58th right there. If you turn around,
Oh, okay. Yep. Sure do. I'm gonna bust it in.
yeah, you might be able to go around. You didn't know they had like three new cliques? They still growing.
Yeah.
this school is also another school that's been here for about 15 years at the max.
Right.
These was all houses.
Everything. All
My brother
apartments,
dad
all
used to live in them apartments right there. So I remember when they was building this.
Yeah, we had homies that lived up there too in those apartments.
As a matter of fact, when my brother dad lived right there in the summer of 2001, that's when I heard your album, Dollars and Cents.
Yeah. So they do got.
Cause you see it, you got the ESDA, you got the 58th Street,
ESDA,
crossed out by the juniors down there, which is another gang in the area. You see the A fingers right there.
Yeah, the east side used to be more by Azalea Park, but of course they spread out though. They used to more by Azalea Park and the dead end. I'm gonna take the Rex too, because Rex is where
You want to go up Altadena first? As you can see, down here is way more apartments.
Yeah.
Even though this whole side of town, we didn't even go over by the what's that, like the 30s? But on this side of University.
Yep. We ain't even went over there yet.
Like over by Wilson.
Nigga, these apartments over there, we ain't even by Wilson either.
So you can imagine how activated this area was in the 80s, in the 90s. What you got right here?
East side. Hayes.
Crossed out something and put bitch nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know times is changing too.
Yep.
That's how he's putting bitch nigga on the wall.
Another east side right there on the wall. Oh yeah. Remember that the back of the Dollars and Cents album cover?
Yeah.
That was where the apartments was it? It was what apartment? It's one of these apartments over here was the back of it. So now we keep going straight though, we're gonna run into Horseman and Crawford.
Right. I know this area was flooded the other day.
Yeah.
Sure, for sure. Oh yeah, if y'all ain't been paying attention, man, San Diego had a baby Hurricane Katrina a few days ago. They told us it was a storm coming. I don't think nobody really took it serious because stuff like that don't happen. But it was all over the news. Yeah, everything was flooded, man, especially in areas like this.
Yeah, I took that picture. It was the back. It was right here. Let me see. Nah, they built something else. Now, see all those new apartments? That was all a vacant lot. The new building. That's where the back of the Dollars and Cents album cover was.
When I had the conversation with the homies from SOS, they were saying that they got another clique in East Dago. It was referring to right here, that street we just passed.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I'm not watching their dog, bro.
Where you niggas from? I didn't even want to get them on camera.
Yeah, homies some staying neighbors stuff is true right here. And this, they rebuilt Horseman too, though.
Right, this Horseman right here.
They Horseman middle.
They kept that old part though right there.
Yep, sure did.
This part is new.
Yep. I had a few homies go to Horseman. A few homies went to Horseman. And Crawford's over there.
Yeah, Crawford back there. I know y'all can see the field.
bleachers.
And the bleachers. That's the
And
high
then
school
right up
right
there
here.
used
This
to be
54th Street right here.
Yeah, right up there used to be the movie theater in that little shopping center. We used to go to that movie theater. We used to go swimming, Kalina Park. This is Kalina Park right here. You finna pass it on the right.
Right.
And this used to be a swimming pool right here. We used to walk all the way over here from Fofo to go to the swimming pool. Used to be a swimming pool there. Cost a quarter. There was dirty ass locker rooms too. This Kalina Park.
A lot of stuff happened at this park, you know. A lot of, man.
This used to be, when you from University, it used to be Kmart.
Right.
So you see all these Dagos so close, like.
It was actually Kmart until like a few years. It was still Kmart until like 2015,
So
16.
see, this is 54th from University, right? As soon as you cross over and go straight down there, that's Southeast. Because
That's
Canmore's
Oak
right
Park,
down there.
yeah.
Oak Park,
But Oak Park is still technically East San Diego because
not to 105?
I've been arrested over there, and they
Okay.
take me over here to this station. I used to always ask them like, "Why y'all take me here?" They're like, "Because that's still East San Diego."
Yeah. They consider. Oh, damn, that's where I wanted to go.
Yeah, we can go right here on this light. This is getting into what we refer to as Malieville. That's
right down
yeah, that
there.
ain't no disrespect. It's just a lot of Somalians and Africans over in this area. We can actually, once you go through Rex, go you know that back way and go down that hill and come back around by Winona.
Yeah.
Where all them apartments is.
Yeah, all these apartments is new too.
Yeah, they built these in 2005, and it's full of Africans.
Yeah, they new because we used to cut through.
This was
used to
dirt.
live. Yep, we used to cut through, and that's how we used to go to Cleaner Park and play basketball.
I bet you they finna build something right here. This used to be like a little industrial building or something.
Oh, that's still the health center though. That's been there for a year.
I wonder if it's even open. It look abandoned. You don't see no cars in the parking lot, like nobody working there.
Yeah, it might be abandoned because it's Thursday at noon. Somebody's car should be there.
Right.
It's probably abandoned.
Yeah, this used to be a building where this empty lot is, so ain't no telling what they about to build right there.
But you see how these Dago look sketchy?
Yeah.
Imagine back then when it was just dope fiends
Right.
and dope spots everywhere. It was extra sketchy. Extra sketchy.
Got this little
Yeah, that's new.
Buddha temple.
So this is Rex, right? So this is where my brother in them spot was. This one Lil Bull used to be with him. R.A.P. Lil Bull, Kenny Davis. They should be deep right here.
This is also where when Mooch told the story of seeing his homies get shot 6 months apart. One of them he said was on Rex Street.
Yeah.
This is Rex Street right here.
Yeah.
I also got a homegirl.
right. These apartments right here. These
They
apartments.
still here?
Yep. That my brother and them used to be
They
at.
say no trespassing, no loitering.
Yep. My homie Elliot, Lil Bull, Bullock, which is Baby Ann's brother, and my brother. This was their spot right here. This was a spot right here. Yep.
I actually had a
one time,
homegirl
check it out.
that got shot right here too.
I remember one time Lil Bull, right? Lil Bull was locked up with this LA guy, right? And Chef Jeff had the sack back then. And so all this time we thought Jeff was from Skyline, like I said in the other video,
Yeah.
but he never was. So Lil Bull said, Lil Bull's the one that's plugged us with Jeff. So when we was in those apartments one time, Jeff parked down the street and he's walking down the street with a pizza box.
I think they waiting on that.
He walking down the street with a pizza box in his hand.
Yeah.
Acting like he the pizza man, but really it's like two birds in there. Coming and delivered to us.
Chef
On
Jeff,
this
huh?
street. Yeah, he was chefing back then.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people who lived on this street. And then dead end down there in these apartments is all this.
And what other apartments you was talking about you wanted me to go by?
Oh, you gotta go that way.
Gotta go right. So like I was saying, my brother and them had this whole area. So from Cleaner Park all the way down, they had that. Me and other homie had 4 at the time. He and Boo and EC had a little neighborhood, and Mark Harp had the Alley Low.
What was the alley low?
Alley Loach is almost by, you know where we're at by Murphy's? But it was a little more down towards Hamilton Elementary, but like over the dead end. So it might have been like Highland, 45th, want to go straight?
Yeah, go straight to that street and then make a right.
So as we head back to the neighborhood, I drive by Hoover. See, now when you get up in this area, it ain't as grimy, you know what I mean?
Right. I think this one.
The little homies used to live over here too.
Yeah, we're gonna make a left right here.
I think little Kevin all them shit in this area. Yep, I remember this area. They used to live in those apartments right here, I think. Like their mom was the homegirl, little Kev and all the homies. And little Crazy L.
Go straight.
Yeah, the little apartments right there.
Right here.
Yeah. And this is the whole apartment.
Got this stop sign, nigga, right. This Altadena again, just the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, right here.
Yeah, like all this right here. East side. The logo's right here on this wall. Altadena.
Altadena zone, they said.
All these back here is like, it's a lot of Africans back here.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
They built this park right here.
That's crazy that Altadena ended up being a set because
Got hit up on the back of them apartments, 519, all that. But yeah, this is a new park right here. But you see, he African. There's a lot of Africans back here, like Sudan, Somalia, Ethiopian, all this whole area back here. Yeah, they ended up everywhere.
I think if I turn right here, I go back to university.
Yeah,
right? Yep.
But you should probably went that way because that's Winona. I think this would have forced you to go right.
Right. You're right. Yep. I remember being down here. We used to cut through here when we were kids. Cut through the apartments.
Right there.
Yep, these apartments right here, we used to call these the Indian reservation, right? All the homies used to stay in these apartments. It was 3 families. It was Lil Bull's wife Renee, her brother Craigie, Stacy. It was Kiki, Kelly, Kimmy, and it was Wendy, Debbie, and Rashid. They all lived in these apartments in the called Indian reservation. That's what we call them back then. We used to drive all the way. This used to be in Burnos on the corner. We used to drive all the way from this neighborhood when I seen the homie on Trey 8.
Yeah.
And come all the way up here just to go to the taco shop. This is the best of Burnos. I don't think it's called.
The homie used to live right here.
Oh, is that right?
And he used to be covered up by bushes too.
So yeah, see, it ain't Roberto's no more, I don't think. But I used to love this. Is my favorite. This used to be my favorite taco shop right here.
Right. See the well, not the liquor store, but this little market right here is like African.
Yeah.
You see on there say Mex and Haiti on the sign. All these little stores right here, y'all can't see them. Nah, it's a stop sign, pretty much. Yeah, this taco shop did used to be fire right here on the corner.
It used to be nothing but dope spots on this street. The homie looked, everybody should run up and down this street. Yep, I used to come this way all the time.
See, there they go. She getting out the car with her little.
But really, right down in those apartments, that's where they all hang out. The older ones. The older ones hang out and play dominoes. Or
Yeah, they do. Outside right
outside,
there.
yeah.
They built that for them because they used to be out there just with chairs. They put their own chairs and tables, and then the city built like some built-in tables and chairs for them to play chess and all that right there.
Right.
We're back at Big City Euclid University.
Let's see. I'm trying to go ride by Hoover, but the traffic is bad up there.
You might have to go this way.
Go this way, yeah. But you see where that black building is? It was painted black. That was that spot I was telling you about. Synthetic trips. You know, it was a trip because they get to sell drug paraphernalia. And that was back in the day. And I wasn't old enough.
See that sign right there say City Heights, which is another gentrified name.
Yeah.
When they start calling it City Heights when you came home, huh?
Yeah, it was, yeah. When I left, they still called it East San Diego. So what they did, you know, on the news, that's all you heard was East San Diego, Southeast San Diego, East San Diego, Southeast San Diego. So they start breaking it up and start calling it North and Southeast Choice. They don't want that term no more.
Right.
And they start calling it East San Diego, City Heights. Two schools, Hoover and then Wilson. And then Wilson take us right back to the little neighborhood. Right. stuck a bunch of like 6-unit, 8-unit apartment buildings in between these small ass houses. And all these motherfuckers probably built in the 70s or something.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of niggas outside I've been seeing today. I don't know if y'all catching them. Everybody just walking. I don't know. Look, he walking. What's up with this nigga?
Yeah. 619, he probably going to the smoke shop or something.
Trojan, this is a known street. Got the Jack in the Box right here. This is also the whole stroll out here too.
Yep.
Or
We used to
was.
be on lunch. We used to be at lunch in Hoover because we had off-campus lunch. The hoes walk right by us at Winter Spencer. Walk right by us.
Dominoes right here.
See, this, they turned all this to like the Asian store.
Yeah, I got tatted by a dude over here. He was an Asian
This
dude.
used to be a pizza spot right here on the corner. Now all this, every spot in there is Asian food.
It's crazy how this area is. How back there was African, then there's Asian right here, then there's Mexican down in the 30s. Well, parts of the 40s too, but more when you getting over by Wilson and all that. All them stores is Mexican. All the writing is Asian over here.
So this is the Swedish listen, the infamous Swedish listen. This was like a car show too, because you know back then, Lincoln had off-campus lunch, Hoover had off-campus lunch, Crawford didn't have off-campus lunch. But niggas would go, even fresh out of high school, 18, 19, 20, whatever car you had, you hop in the Elko, you hop in the LAC, you go through the lunch. You go through lunch. You come to the Winchester School, everybody kicked it right here because we had off-campus lunch.
And they
This is
also
Hoover
just
right here.
redid this school too.
Yep, and we did it. They're supposed to be inducting my brother in the Hall of Fame on there for the sports.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a year or two, they said. They already contacted us.
Herbert Hoover High School.
He was clowning.
This is when Mooch said he went to this school and
All the homies did.
he said didn't he say they, or was that you who said y'all beat up 2 people that was flamed up and then they
Nah, that
came
was
back?
Mooch.
That was Mooch. He said they came back with a gang of dudes from Skyline.
So we used to walk home right here on Highland, and then this is 44th where this gas station is. That car wash, this used to be, this car wash right here, all the dope boys bring their cars. If you see it, see where it's that car wash? It's a little house, that house right there behind the gas station. You drive through there, and that's where everybody got their car washed at. Lolos, you see anything there. Low riders, Elcos, Benzes.
Yeah, all this is new. This YMCA ain't even been here 10 years. Barely 5. Clark.
School there.
Yeah, Clark.
Like the homies would have went to that.
Right.
And we would have went to Rosa Park. But we only had Euclid, Central, Elementary.
Why didn't y'all ever have this side at Oakland Boulevard? And I asked the homies from East Side that too.
It was like that side had more money. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like Kensington, all that
Yeah,
side.
yeah, he said it was white.
It
Yeah.
was white. We never crossed over Elkhorn Boulevard. It was a trip because when we went to Hoover, it wasn't all black. You know what I'm saying? So people lived on this side of Elkhorn Boulevard, Kensington area. People had money. And then we lived on this side. Ain't nobody never really stayed over there.
Wasn't really no dope spots or nothing over there.
It's crazy. That's a trip. How all stayed on this side of Elkhorn Boulevard. So I'm gonna go back and
Wilson was like a whole different school.
and it's like they expanded.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah.
No, Wilson right here. black too. Or is that the same dude?
Nah, the other dude was lighter, brown. They got a gang of black. I guess they put the black police over here, huh?
Wasting his time. This is 38th and Elkhorn Boulevard. The church is still down there.
Churches, yep.
Was that 36 or 35th?
One of them. I think it's 35th, I think.
You know what? You might be right. I think it is 35th.
Yeah. I remember when transmission went out in my back when I was like 17. I go over here, this was like 12. That's the first time, you know, when you get hit with a big ass car expense.
Yeah.
Like transmission, 1,200. God damn.
This how shit happened, sitting at a light this long. Yeah, this definitely don't look like the old Wilson.
Nah, it didn't even come this far out. The roads, they ain't fixed up these raggedy ass roads though. This shit bumpy as a motherfucker. It's a gang of apartments on this side. Now, homies did have shit over here, though. Like, all these streets right here, nothing but apartments. Homies had shit on these streets, too. What's in the middle? Man, got bleachers.
Look, they got basketball courts up there. That's how Lincoln is, too. Lincoln High School.
Right.
Oh, this elementary, Central Elementary.
Oh yeah, okay. So they closed down the other Central.
Yeah, the one that was down here.
Yeah.
I know when they first built these too.
Yeah, I know. That's brand. You can tell that's new.
Hey, when I told y'all the story, Hoodlum Gang, if y'all remember when I said me and the homie came to the store on 39th University, and some dude said he was from the hood, and the homie fired on him, and then I fired on him, and then his mom said something, and the homie knocked his mom out. It was right here in this parking lot. That's the name of the video. The homie couldn't knock him out, so he knocked his mom out. It happened right here in front of this liquor store. Like I said, not proud of that, just something that happened.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that, but it's like we just rolling through, showing spots in this Dago and all that. But when I'm talking about those $1 million spots, and we had dope spots here, and we had this here, that ain't nothing to be proud or brag about. I'm just telling you how it was back then. That's all I'm doing.
See,
The mentality that we had back then.
The mentality was fuck everybody, pretty much. Like he said, they was selling dope to people, and they looked at it like they was weak. They succumbed to circumstances and that drug. That's how people felt.
When you look back at it now, you was like, man, I was some cold shit. It was homie's mom. I would never sell to no homie's mom, though. That was out. So now we finna hit it right back to the neighborhood now. So all this Jack in the Box, all this shit is new. This gas station, all this is new too.
What was here?
This was Central used to be right here.
Central.
See the old
You
building?
can still see
Yep.
So if y'all see that's a little piece of the old. Oh, it's still there. The whole school.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is.
Just
but
look like it's.
But the street is cut off.
Yeah.
You can't go through.
Yeah. So they moved central to next to Wilson.
Yeah.
This is the old one right here, which
A lot of the homies went there.
obviously it ain't really no activity. I mean, you see cars parked right there, but
We used to come to this taco shop too, but this taco shop wasn't as good as it.
hey, ODM Slim, Dream Foreign, y'all remember this? That's where we was at when I took them when they came out here, and they ended up getting pulled over after that video because the one time was riding by doing some weird shit. She waving.
Old dirty bastard. Look.
What's she on? She on us.
No, she on something. Let's get off my ass. Go home. She tripping. So that's our house again, 41st and Landis.
And there was a store right there.
Like you said, it was one of the Eastside homies, 2 houses from that store. And there's some Eastside homies that live right there too. Like 3-4 houses down, some Mexican homies too. They never banged that played sports with us. They used to live in those houses too, right there.
Well, Pilgrim Gang, that brings us to the end. Pretty much summed up everything. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. How did y'all enjoy the video? Do y'all want me to keep doing more tours like this? I mean, I am regardless, but you can still tell me in the comments below. And just stay tuned for the next one. You got anything to tell them? Let them know where to find you at again, so they can go check them pictures out that you was referring to.
Yeah, the IG, Lil CS 61944. Just follow me on IG. That's it.
Yep. Until next time, man. I'm out.